going to talk about chopping. I'm going to use an onion as an example for chopping. An onion is generally or often chopped. Chopped refers to both the form and the size. So what we're looking for chopped is uneven pieces that are a small size, like you would see an onion chopped up in a soup, in pico de gallo, in any other type of dish. So small pieces, but not as small as, say, garlic. Onions are almost impossible to peel whole, so you're going to want to first cut the onion in half. For all chopping, you're going to need to use a chef's knife because we're going to need to use this rocking motion, and you aren't able to do that rocking motion with a slicing knife because there just isn't enough leverage and your fingers kind of just get stuck. So you want to use a chef's knife. Okay, we're going to cut the onion in half. Always trying to keep the tip of your blade down, fingers curled under, and cut that in half. From here, you could start trying to peel, but honestly, if you just cut off one of the ends, it's going to make it a little bit easier. I pulled back this piece to show you that you're going to leave the root of the onion still intact when you start that chopping process. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut the end off. And then now you can see it's very, very easy to go ahead and peel that onion. From there, you want to just peel away anything that looks brown or yellow, or dark yellow, I guess I should say, for this yellow onion. All right, so from here, you could just start hacking away at it, but probably the precise way to cut an onion is to make these slits. You're gonna kind of go in at an angle once you start going, and then you'll go vertically up and down as you get more towards the top, keeping those fingers curled under. And then once I get back over to the side, I'm maybe just gonna hold on to the end here as to not get my fingers and kind of just dig in at an angle. From here, I'm gonna keep the tip of my knife down, fingers curled under in that bear claw motion. Okay, and I'm just gonna cut small pieces using the tip of my blade is down, using that rocking, chopping motion. That's indicative of having a chopped item. And so I'm about halfway through. You could continue to go through the onion to get the rest of it. But then the second part of this is you can see that some of the pieces are smaller than others. I do want them to be pretty uniform. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hand out of the way, and whenever I'm using this rocking chopping motion, my hand isn't on the cutting board. And you can just use that rocking chopping motion to chop through the onion, making sure that you have small pieces. Always keeping the tip of your blade down, kind of gathering it back up, and then chopping back through. When you're finished and you want to get the onion off of the blade, you go from top to bottom, never sideways. You can cut yourself like that. And that's chopping an onion.